We're here at the Broadband TV event, and one of the big events is local content. We're here with two experts, Ken Budd of Niemont TV and Edward Hinson of Skyline/The Video Exchange. So you were both on a panel just now, and we'll start first with you, Ken. You guys are doing some really neat things at Niemont, bringing the local content out, and you have kind of a unique model. Why don't you talk about that for a moment?
Yeah, so the model that we have is providing real content, relevant content that really has no boundaries within our service territory. So we're looking at it. We have a tiered structured model that we provide. We have a daily model for $10, a monthly for $30, and a yearly for $50. With that, you have access to local sports, community events. We have a program called Tech, which is more of a how-to type of technical help for some of our customers. And then we have outdoor, so any type of outdoor fishing events, things like that.
Well, and it's unique because most of the time when people have talked about doing local content, they just offer it. But you're offering it and putting value on it. And how are people subscribing to it? Are you getting a fair take rate and so forth?
At first, when we first launched this, it was kind of slow, and what we ran into is we launched our IPTV platform at the same time as our Niemont.tv, and so Niemont.tv, which is over the top, IPTV, which was a different delivery model, and it kind of confused our customer base. After we started looking at how we offered Niemont.tv and we started tiering it, we've seen more of a take rate. It allowed us a little more access to outside of our service area, and so when we would have tournaments, things like that, we would begin to advertise in those other areas, and those people that couldn't drive 8 hours to see this game, they would just log into Niemont.tv and watch the game.
And I guess that was a great market, too, for those people who, maybe grandparents and so forth, who couldn't be there, right?
Yeah, and that's where the no boundaries comes in. So a lot of grandparents, a lot of people that are tied to the community but don't live there anymore, they can now have access to that local content that normally they wouldn't have.
Well, one of the things that, switching to what you're doing, Edward, you found that you've been creating local content, but there's actually an appeal beyond just your one little area, and why don't you tell us how the Video Exchange is helping broaden the appeal of local content?
Yeah, one of the things that we noticed and we were looking for, like everyone, we all need content. It's great that we have our football games and the local human interest stories, but what can we do to fill the rest of the time on those channels? So we started reaching out to our to other partners in the area and across the country. How can we get content? Maybe we've had a couple of cooking shows or something that was of human interest in our area that we just really can't show because we've put it in a loop and shown forever. Our customers don't want to see it anymore. But it's fresh content for someone maybe out west. So we started looking at that model and we created the Video Exchange. So content that we're not using anymore, we can upload there. Someone else can download and broadcast. And when we need content, even if it's B-roll to create commercials or just fill space in our channel to bring more value and variety to our channel, we go to the Video Exchange, download and broadcast ourselves. It's a free service. There's no membership fee or anything like that. The owner of the content decides, hey, I think this product's worth X amount of money. They upload it on there. We go to trade shows and market and those sort of things. And when it sells, the owner of the content gets 85% of the profit. So what we've seen happen there by providing good, relevant content, like Ken was talking about, we've seen our local channel grow into, inside of our top 35 most watched channels. And when we're doing that and creating more value to our local channel, there's the advertisement aspect of it, and the commercials are worth more money. And now people in our community, business owners, are finding value to watch our channel, advertise our channel, and say, hey, you should go see, have you seen our commercial on Sky Best TV 1? Those sort of things.
Well, you really address a problem that Derek had mentioned from Beck Sports, and that is, how do you program a 24/7 channel, right?
Mm-hmm. Certainly, it's difficult to do, but the great news, we have great programming like seasonal cooking shows. You can run program and download for Fitness Fridays, so you can do yoga instructing, you can do fitness, even physical therapy. We've got some healthcare things that are going on there, and it's A to Z. There's programming from sports, there's fishing shows, outdoor shows, you name it, it's on there, and there's new content going up all the time. So it's a great resource. There isn't any other one, there's no one else in the country doing it right now, And it's great for entities like ours to find content that's relevant, that's new and fresh, that can fill those hours on your channel to bring more viewers in.
Well, it seems to me, and I know this is something we've discussed in the past, but it seems like you could even add a local angle on it by having your own local personalities comment on maybe the cooking shows or the fishing shows that are brought in from these other areas.
You certainly can, and when you have a hit like that, it's a great time to say, today's Coastal Kitchen brought to you by Ashe County Ford. Right. There's another opportunity to even create those commercials in the prime viewing spots. So we start to create demand in an area what everyone knows, okay, well, if I tune in tonight at 7, I'm going to see the wildlife guy or whatever. And these are just local folks putting some programming together. Some of the content that's on there, we've won national awards with the content. So it's not just someone with a GoPro camera or filming from their iPhone that's pretty neat and maybe comical. There's some quality product in there that really makes a difference.
Well, one of the things I think, like both of you to touch upon this, is the whole idea of the culture. You're obviously very excited about this, but I've seen this where it creates this culture of excitement, this culture of creativity within a company. Have you guys seen that at all as you've brought in local content, as you've created it?
Yeah, for us, we have. Everyone likes to talk about their kids or their family or their pet because they're the greatest things in the world. You start seeing more of that, and you see people as the opportunity to tune in, at 6 tonight to see little Johnny, and you start seeing more. But the advent of the quality of the digital product that comes from a cell phone, through iPhones or what have you, and the quality of a GoPro type camera, it makes a lot of people, it gives them the opportunity to create more video, more quality video, and that creates excitement too. And then you start to really create what I call social currency. They start talking to more people about it. Tune in here, and the only place they can get that is your local channel. So there, for us as a provider, it gives us an opportunity to maybe create a new customer as well.
Yeah, yeah, it is exciting. Any of the basketball, any type of event that we're doing outside of a parade. But any other type of event that we're doing, it's really exciting, and it creates there's a momentum that picks up as the year goes on, and then normally in the summer it kind of evens out a little bit, and then as school sports start up again, you'll see that momentum really pick up. And now that we're offering it on Nemont.tv is now on any Android device, Roku, as well as Apple. It's really you can get that content anywhere.
Well, that's exciting. It's exciting what both you guys have done to kind of push it that much further, and appreciate your time. Thanks.
Absolutely.